Good evening, colleagues. This is John Herrera with MuniTemps Municipal Staffing Solutions, and the City Speak blog and podcast for today is I love my city hall. It's about 9:30 in the evening. I just got out of a city council meeting, and I got to tell you, after 32 years of working in city government, I still can say I love my city hall. The kinds of issues that the mayor and the council and the staff have to deal with at City Hall, they're big issues. And those of you who work in city government know that. But I got to tell you, when I see the way the city council, the city manager, department directors, the police chief, the way they handle the very sensitive and delicate issues that are going on in the community, you just can't help but to be appreciative of what they go through. And that's why today I just wanted to say I love my city hall. I've been working at City Hall for 32 years. And you know what? There have been some cities that I've worked at that I couldn't say I love my city hall. But the cities that I'm working with right now, I love the city hall. I love the mayor and the council and the city manager and the directors. The communities that I have the privilege of working with right now, they're amazing. And I just wanted to share that. I just want to do a shout out to the city hall, the mayor, the council members, and the city manager, the directors, the assistant city manager. Big issues to deal with. You know, local government, that's where I've worked for 32 years, local government. Not the state government, not the federal government, local government. Many people are very misinformed about what goes on at City Hall. They really don't know about what really goes on. This evening at a council meeting that I was at, there were some residents that got up there and told the mayor and the council, you know, with everything you get paid, you should be able to take care of these problems. And that just shows how much they're really not aware. The fact that our city council people work for nothing, basically. And they have to review agenda packets, 5 or 6 inches thick every 2 weeks. They have to be out there in the community, and they have a huge job. And so I, as one who has been working in City Hall for 32 years, and I'll tell you, to this day, I have great appreciation for the honorable mayor and members of the city council and the city manager, the assistant city manager, the department directors. It's a huge job. I get to come in and work on an interim basis, but the reason I come back and work on an interim basis is, number one, because I can, number two, because I still have services that are valued by the communities that I serve, and number three, because I love City Hall. I love my city hall. So something I want to highlight for you is that a lot of times you don't realize all the problems, all the issues. I didn't mean problems, I meant to say issues. I have a management analyst that I'm training, and I said, never use the word problem. Actually, Tom Genovese at the city of La Quinta had mentioned that to me, and also John Faulkner there at the city of La Quinta says, don't use the word problem, issues that we have to deal with. There's a lot of them. We have issues with housing, rather affordable housing, public safety, crime. There's shootings going on in some communities, and those are few and far between, but they shed a bad shadow on our law enforcement. There's state and federal unfunded mandates. There is infrastructure that's needs to be repaired, and there's a need for funding for infrastructure. Staff recruitment and retention. The media versus reality, right? Having to deal with the media that doesn't always report reality. Inflation. And all of the issues that are going on, the environment, economic development, all the issues that go on at City Hall, they're huge issues. And the mayor and the council and the city manager and all the employees and directors have a huge job. And when you come to work at City Hall, you have great appreciation, and that's why you can say, I love my city hall. Say it. Why not go and hug the mayor? Go and hug a city council person. Go and hug a cop. I mean, do it carefully. They have a gun, right? So make sure they know you're coming. Or at least pat them on the back and say how much we appreciate you. Yeah, the job is tough at City Hall. There's so much work to be done. And I tell you, when I sit through a 3 or 4 hour council meeting and I see the kinds of issues that the city council and the mayor and the elected officials as a group have to deal with, it's a huge job. And I just think we should remember that. And whether you're a city staff person or whether you're a member of the public or from the private sector, you're a business, City Hall has a huge job. And if you don't understand it, you should find out what goes on. You know, it's interesting that I can say nobody is at the council chambers listening in. Even now that we're post-COVID and the city council chambers are open again, you really have nobody. When you end up with 1 out of 10,000 residents that actually come to the council meeting, you can basically say that's nobody, right? So if you don't know what's going on in your city hall, go to City Hall. Go find out. Listen in on some of the agenda meetings. You could even go online. Now, more and more of because of COVID, a lot of the city council meetings are still being live streamed online, or you can view recordings of prior meetings. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. In the city governments that I'm working with, the mayor and the council and the city manager and directors, I mean, from the top, there's love that they show. I mean, one of the council meetings I got out of right now at 9 o'clock in the evening, as everybody's talking about, how to deal with all of these challenges in our communities and the tragedies that are going on in certain areas of the United States, in the cities. The mayor says, take a moment to show love to people. Take a moment to tell people that you care in the community. And but how many times do we remember to say that to the mayor and the council or law enforcement and the leaders of our community? For those of you that do not work at City Hall, I want to encourage you, go down to City Hall, see if they have any job openings. You could go online, but why not go in person? Get known there by the city human resource department. I tell you, I've been working in City Hall for 32 years, and it's the best career choice for me. And I think there's a lot of people that can be in the same situation that you can say, a career at City Hall was the best career choice that you could ever make. So just a shout out to City Halls. We have over 100,000 City Hall, Town Hall, whatever you call the incorporated city, local governments throughout the United States. I work for a couple of the finest cities that I could ever expect. And at this point in my career, I'm just very blessed. And I've always been able to say the same thing. I love my City Hall, and I encourage all of you. Maybe we can come up with a little button that says, I love my City Hall, because of everything that local government does to serve the community. And as you know, a city is both an organization and a community. So the organization is the team that led by the mayor and city council and the city manager and the directors and managers and so forth. And they ensure the efficient delivery of vital public services, everything from the administration to public safety, community development, public works, library services, health and human services in some cases, and housing and so many other programs. So I salute the mayor, the council, city managers, department directors, all those that are leading city councils, leading the city organizations today. I love my City Hall, and I think you should as well. All for now, John Herrera with Muni Temps and the City Speak blog and podcast. Thanks for joining in today on this little mini presentation.